Well, I want to start with fucking Aussie colloquialisms or fucking idioms or slang or losing our language. Because I was rather surprised at some of the things I found, and the list of stuff we say is fucking unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
And it's stuff we say every day that you don't even think of, but other people in the world look at it and go, well, what the fuck does that mean? And we are slowly losing it. And another thing starting to shit me is people saying super everything. Saying, oh, is that important? Oh, it's super important. Oh, and everyone's saying super, so it's just fucking escalating again. As
long as they don't say super important.
Yeah, well, they are. So I've gone off that a bit because someone pulled me up a couple of weeks ago for saying water. I said at work, get the water truck after I just had a big rave on about fucking important. I was get the water truck, bring it down here. They said, water or water? I was fuck up, can't bring it down here.
Yeah, fuck, I hate smart asses like that.
So yeah, I'm not sure that bothers me as much now, I suppose.
Well, fair enough, okay.
Anyway, what did surprise me, I found this big list of Aussie colloquialisms and just the things like, I don't know, bottle-o and brekkie and, like brekkie, fucking, that's what we say, no one understands a brekkie, what's brekkie? One I found here, cab sav, but that's supposed to be an Australian colloquialism. When I was working at the Rose and Crown, there was a function on one night, and the Sheila came up to the bar and said, have you got any cab sav? And because it was crowded, fucking noisy, and I was, what, you want a taxi? She said, no, cab sav, it's wine. I said, yeah, we got wine, white and red in there. Fucking cab sav at the Rose and Crown. Fuck me.
I'm surprised you didn't give her a sausage.
And this one surprised me that it's on the list, and it's the word cunt. And it says, used when exchanging pleasantries between close friends and family. If someone calls you a cunt in Australia, and you haven't done anything to make them angry, then breathe a sigh of relief because it means you've become one of their mates.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, that's one of the things that I come across too when I was having a bit of a look around. And it not only came from a Yank who's got a video on YouTube, but also was a Vietnamese girl and a Pom. And they said, basically, if an Aussie doesn't take the piss out of you, then they probably don't like you. Yeah. A lot of the cultures that come here, they all reckon we're incredibly friendly. You know, they said it's quite confronting when you first get here because random people will straight will say hello to you or g'day, how you going?
Yeah.
They're not used to it from where they come from. And they didn't actually point out when someone says g'day, how you going? It's not a question, it's a greeting.
Yeah.
You don't stand there and fucking, the response is, yeah, good mate, how you going?
Well, we are a friendly fucking race of people. Like, we'll tolerate, as we've proven it, you know, we get this ticket of this tag of being racist. Fucking, like someone said, we're the third most racist country in the world. And as we've discussed before, I don't know how the fuck that works because we're one of the most multicultural societies in the world. But the people that call out racism, most of the time, it just comes down to everything. These days, just fucking find something to whinge about, I think. And obviously, you're going to get random acts of racism, you're going to get random acts of fucking everything. That's what happens in society.
Well, where the fuck did they get their fucking stats that we're the third most racist country in the world?
They just make them up. No one fucking...
That is total bullshit. We're one of the least racist countries in the world.
Well,
study.
Unless they were just talking Western countries, which they must have. They couldn't be talking fucking generally around the world, but... Or I just made it up. I can't remember. But I'm sure I...
That shits me. We're one of the most fucking multicultural nations in the fucking on the planet, and if we were racist, that wouldn't have happened. It'd be fucking mayhem out there. But everyone just fucking plods around, gets, there you go, mate, good mate. You can't say here you go in China anymore, I suppose.
Some of these fucking sayings on this list are unreal. Rack off, you don't hear that much anymore.
Yeah, they spring up every now and then. I come across one the other day. Someone said, "Oh, I almost shat me dax." I said, "Shut your what?" "Shat me dax." "What's a dax?" "Oh, you're kidding, aren't you, mate? Never heard of dax?"
It's like piss. How often do we use piss in different ways? A piece of piss, piss off, have a piss up, piss, have a piss, pissed.
Yeah.
We get so much use out of one word. Root rat. Haven't had that for a while. Maybe there haven't been one for a while.
How many root rats do you know these days?
Well, I've been rooted, but I've been rooted as in tired. Sanger. Servo. Servo's on the list. Who doesn't say fucking servo?
Everyone still says servo.
Yeah, in Australia we do, but
I think I told you when I was in New Zealand and one of the Maori boys came and said, "Oh, what you having for lunch, bro?" I said, fucking snag sanger. Fucking pulled me up the lunchroom, fucking hanging over my shoulders, pulled out me fucking snag sanger, and he goes, "Oh, sausage sandwich."
Something I was thinking about today was how the Australian accent come to be the way it is. When you think we're all Pommies to start with, and probably Scots and Irish, and I suppose because they're in a confined space with different accents from, because England's fucking just England. How many different accents you got in England?
Yeah, it's bizarre, really. Even in America, the accent changes the further south you go.
Yeah, and the worst we do here is some people say plant, and some say plant, some say dance, and some say dance.
Or Newcastle or Newcastle.
Or Newcastle. And that's about as far as we go with it, I think.
Yeah.
And the people that say castle are obviously fuckwits anyway, mostly Victorians. So.
Yeah, your mate John says castle. Fuckwit. Hope he's watching.
Yeah, right. So when he goes fishing, does he cast or cast his line out? Like the Poms say yogurt.
Yeah.
Yogurt. So when they play with that toy on the string that you throw up and down, is it a yog? Fuck me. It's not hard to figure out how to say it.
Yeah, you can come undone with some of those, using those examples, though. I'm pretty sure there's stuff that doesn't make sense what we use, too.
Oh, yeah. But we're not going to be pedantic with shit like that. Anyway, I know where it's fallen down. Where this, why we're not using language that we should be using. And it starts with weak-kneed cunts like you. And this goes back to the argument we had on Facebook about bikies and bikers.
Yeah.
And I didn't reply back to your fucking lame answer. I've done a bit of research on this, and a journalist apparently back in the late 70s called him a biker. Well, just because the journalist fucking did, you've gone, oh, well, he's the doyen of fucking Australian slang, so I'll follow that cunt.
Oh, well, there is an evolution of language too. You can't fucking deny that.
But you can't follow some journalist because he doesn't know what a fucking bikie is. Australians say truckies, brickies, chippies, sparkies, bikies. That's what we say. That's how we talk. Don't they change it to fucking Americans? They say truckers and bikers. We don't say that here.
Yeah, but as I pointed out at the time, or she'd fucking warned me at this one, I would have brought out me fucking notes on it. But at the time, fucking bikies were fucking, well, basically you had bikies back in the 70s, and they were fucking bikies. They went around, they were fucking one percenters, and they went around bloody doing shit. You didn't call yourself
exactly. So they differentiate themselves by wearing patches with 1% on them and colours on their back. So you know the difference between a fucking bikie who's a 1%er and a bikie who rides a bike. Generally, they haven't got colours on their back. What do Americans call them then? If it's such a fucking concern that you have to differentiate yourself, they're all bikers. They don't give a fuck.
It's not a concern.
If we're weaker than fucking Americans, it's time to give up.
Well, I'll have to fucking disagree with that one, boy.
Well, that's the fall of our language, isn't it?
But if it's any consolation, boy, I don't call myself a biker.
That's good. I don't ever want to see you use that term again. Unless you're talking about American bikers.
Fair enough.
In which case, still call them bikies.
That actually brings up something that fucking upset me the other day. Bloody, the missus was going through the motorcycle events.
Oh no, the missus upset you. Shock horror. Fuck.
See, what she said was the Bombala Bike Show coming up in November is going to have fucking strippers. And I went, well, fuck me, it's about fucking time. You know, like, past few years have been ridiculous because bike shows without strippers is like fucking going to a wine tasting without fucking wine. Fuck
you, yuppie.
Got back to the fucking grassroots of bike shows. fucking going back to the good old days. And then she says, yeah, but they don't come on till 11 o'clock at night. And I went, fucking 11? I'd be fucking up at 11 o'clock. That's fucking ridiculous.
They're not catering for old bloke.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, they should have a fucking matinee, an old bloke's matinee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the good old days, we'd go to a bike show a day early, drink and not sleep all fucking weekend and then try and ride home and don't remember a fucking bit of it. That night I won the trophy down at Aubrey and I was going around smacking fucking big blokes on the head with it. They go, oh, you won a trophy? Fucking belt them on the head. And I now didn't get killed that night. I wouldn't have remembered anyway. So.
Yeah, that was amusing. I think that was the same one where the missus called the fucking Hells Angels koofters? Ridiculous.
Probably all I remember is you crawling out of the tent on your hands and knees and I said, have you lost your watch or something, boy?
Looking for something, boy. I remember that too. Fuck, I was sick. I don't think I've drank rum since. I haven't had a rum since that weekend. Fuck, that was bad.
But we had a couple of good shows down there. They were fucking awesome. I should just go to fucking Tim's. He's got a HD camera, microphone, everything set up there. But man's got to drive. But yeah, it's like going to friends' places. That's it's a good minute up the road.
Yeah, fuck it.